Hello and welcome back to the Looking Good video from the Bransford Webb's Plant Company. Well, this week you're joining us on a part of the nursery that you very rarely get to see, but is one of the prettiest parts of the nursery. So we are up here at our top reservoir. We've got two reservoirs that feed the irrigation on the nursery. Between them they can store up to 64 million litres of water. And what that enables us to do is to harvest rainwater and runoff water from the nursery site, pump it back into these reservoirs, and also harvest the water from the River Team. So we can pump out of the Team when it's plentiful and there's lots of water around, and we can store it in these reservoirs for the summer months when it's drier and there's less water around. All part of our sustainability package here at Bransford Webb's. But just look how pretty it is, absolutely beautiful. You can see the fishermen on the far side there fishing away, and it really is the prettiest part of the nursery and beautiful on a sunny day like today. So the sun's continuing, so let's show you what's looking good here around the nursery for this week. So first of all, we have Veronica Baby Doll. Absolutely lovely variety, really nice. So it's not Baby Doll at all, I'll come to that in a moment. This is Moody Blues. So this is Moody Blues Pink. Really nice chunky plant. The first flower spikes are opening, as you can see, and each one of these stems will produce a flower spike over the coming weeks. So that's Moody Blues Pink. We've also got Moody Blues Blue as well, so a nice combination, blue and pink together. I think pink blue is just there. So again, a bit more compact, chunkier plant is blue, with lovely blue flower spikes coming through. And each one of these is just forming more flowers on there too. I'm going to stick with Veronica, so I mentioned Baby Doll. So here's Baby Doll. Again, older variety, we've done for many years now in the nursery here. Really sort of, how to describe it, bubblegum pink flowers on this. Really nice slender spikes too. You can see the first one's just about to start showing colour, and each one of these will follow through with more colour afterwards. Then we will go on to a range of salvias. So we've got Salvia Caradonna Pink Inspiration. So Caradonna, we had online a few weeks ago, we've got another batch coming in another couple of weeks' time. Pink was introduced in a new variety, I think 4 years ago now, and just gives that alternative colour, but it's a really nice variety, really nice garden plant, performs really well, comes back year after year, as long as it's not in too wet a spot in the garden. And these lovely, delicate pink flower spikes coming up too. So lots of sort of slender, spiky type plants this week. We'll carry on with salvias as well. So we have got Salvia Salifum. Got two of them here. So we've got white and we have got blue. So these are more Euphorina types, so a little less hardy, but absolute bang for buck on flower colour throughout the summer. So we've got the blue and we've got the white, looking really nice. That's the Salifums. And they're relatively small batches, so grab hold of them quickly. And then this one is a favourite of mine. I always put one of these, or maybe two or three of these in a pot on the patio for the summer. Again, not the toughest of varieties, but great summer colour, great vibrancy of colour. This is Salvia Velocity Blue. So the foliage has got a bit of a bluey tinge to it, but what I really like is how the flower stem, the colour of the flower, goes all the way down the stem. So the first flowers are just out now, and then more and more buds are coming around the base and looking really, really good. So that's salvias out of the way for another week. Really popular. Actually, it's not. I've got one more to come in a minute. Sorry. Looking really good though. But we have also got Coreopsis Golden Sphere. Lovely plant. Really vibrant, almost African marigold type flowers. A nice shaped bushy habit plant that will just keep flowering and flowering and flowering throughout the summer months. Great in the border. Great in the container. Sorry, I'll jump back to the salvia now that I forgot a second ago, because this is a stunning variety, cracking garden variety. This is Coreopsis. The first buds are just forming in there, so I think by the time this arrives in garden centres next week, these will be showing colour. And they just produce a mass of this cerise pink flowers, just stunning, really good in the garden. You can just whack it back and it'll come back stronger and flower year after year. Really good variety, Coreopsis. Talking about something that's really good in the garden and comes back year after year is Nemesia Confetti. I don't know if you heard the Underground podcast recently that had Boyd Douglas Davis on it, but he rated this as one of his top garden plants. And I can see why. I've got it in my garden and it just flowers and flowers and flowers. I think I've said before, I've had this flowering on Christmas Day in my garden in a sheltered spot. And again, just trim it back a couple of times a year, let it flush back through. Completely hardy, will come back year after year and flower for probably 10 months, not 12 months of the year. Cracking value for money plants. Something that just stands out in the garden for me and will just get stronger and stronger as the season goes on is this Phalaris. So Phalaris Feezy is just coming to the end of its life with us in the nursery, and the crop's just about to sell out. But Arctic Sun follows on nicely. So after the cream and green variegation of Feezy, you can move on to Arctic Sun, which has got this real golden variegation and gets a bit of an orangey tinge to it too. So really nice variety, upright in its habit, quite a thirsty plant, but does well in the border, does well in the pot as well. I'll talk about border perennials. Polemonium Heavenly Habits is stunning and going online for delivery next week. So as its name suggests, Heavenly Habits, quite a nice compact variety, nice solid plant. First flowers just opening and loads more buds coming around there too. And then the last thing for this week's Looking Good video are our fuchsias. So the 3 litre range is still online, the hardy range, looking really nice. I'm going to put this down a second. Still online, but getting really close to the end of the numbers, so check out what's available and grab them while you can. And then we've got fuchsias which are coming through, which for me as a patio fuchsia are absolutely stunning. So solid. I think the geese are going to join in with the video in a second. Absolutely stunning plants. So really tight, really dense habit, and just flower power. I mean, there you go, you've got red, blue there, and then we've got red and white here. Just look at the amount of bud in there. 2 litre plants, loaded in colour, looking absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go off and enjoy this sunshine, enjoy the reservoir, and what was peace and quiet until the geese started making a noise. And we look forward to seeing you back on the nursery next week. Hopefully you have a fantastic bank holiday weekend, but we'll see you next week for another Looking Good video. Goodbye for now.